This is an 8-foot Cadet baseboard heater, 2500 watts, 240 volts. It's about a week old, and since I first started it up, I would get this banging sound when it would either turn on as it was heating up or as it was cooling down when it was turned off. I thought it was rubbing against the drywall at first. That turned out not to be the case. I tried loosening and tightening the securing screws that are securing it to the studs, to no avail. Called customer support. They said it was probably defective and I should swap it out, and that they don't get reports about this a lot. Well, I couldn't find anything online about it, so I figured I would make this video and upload it. What I discovered is that the noise is coming from this 45-degree deflector here. So as the air is coming in here, this part is getting a lot of heat exposure. So it's held up by these tabs that are folded out, that are kind of punched out from the main housing, and then that part sits in there. Now there's one of these every few inches, but as you can see, you stop seeing them, that's where one was. So these apply a ton of tension to this, and what I discovered was the solution for this is basically I took a screwdriver and pushed on every single, lifted this up, so I squeezed here to relieve tension and then pushed those back into the housing flush and let it kind of fall down. Now, I actually did let this thing fall down all the way, and then the black wire that runs in there for the other side of the heating element fell down too, so I was able to kind of sneak that back in with a pick. But I have that one and that one. These are more or less in the center of the heater holding up, and all the other ones are released. I did loosen the screws a little bit so they could catch this thing if it falls, but it's not going to fall. This thing went from popping and banging and kunk, 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 kunk. So these two powder-coated surfaces under extreme tension rubbing on each other, going kunk, 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 to completely silent. The only thing I hear are the fins expanding, contracting, making what I call a prickly sound. But that's not nearly as offensive or jarring or waking you up in the middle of the night as a wall going kung, 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 and this whole thing reverberating throughout the room. So that's the solution. Unless you want to go through a whole warranty claim with Home Depot or wherever you purchase this thing from, just go along and, aside from the center ones, release all those tabs and just let it hang, and just let these one or two in the center hold it up. That's plenty. And make sure this stays tucked in, and make sure that black wire stays tucked up. If you have a problem, just take a pick and sneak it back up along there. It'll be fine. It's high temperature rated wire anyway, so if it falls, I don't think you'd have much of a problem anyway. Anyway, I hope this helps, and stay warm.